Today I want to introduce you to our friend Leah Burleson. Leah is an activist and a blogger and a former writer for Q Notes, the queer newspaper in Charlotte. She's been helping us out with our Facebook page and is really excited about this film, and I sat down to speak with her a little bit about Amendment 1.
Well, when Amendment 1 first started coming up in North Carolina, I think I was in a little bit of denial about it. I wanted to pretend that it was just part of the big supercharged kind of agenda that was used more to raise money and to get votes for specific candidates rather than something that was actually going to be potentially passed. But as the days grew closer and statistics started coming out about the amendment, it started really setting in for me that this was a real danger. The sort of surprise and shock that I felt at the time kind of betrayed the hope that I had held on to, even when I was trying to be practical and look at the statistics, and I heard people saying, you know, this is probably going to pass this time, they're expecting it to be overturned, but it will pass. I just felt like, surely not. Surely not in North Carolina, surely not you know, in the place that I love, that I've grown up in my whole life, surely not. I was surprised that with all of the passionate views, that there wasn't more being done by some of the people who were the most passionate. I was surprised that it was still kind of viewed as an issue, like up here, rather than something that was actually happening both before and after. People seem to have, to a certain extent, the excitement about it has kind of tapered off in recent weeks, which is disappointing to see. When I heard all of the feedback from folks outside of North Carolina in their reaction to the amendment, I felt a mixture of emotions. I felt like we deserved it to a certain extent because of how not progressive this was, and how disappointed I was in my state. But I also felt defensive in a way, not to me personally, but because I knew that our state was capable of better things and that we have such a rich history here, that I knew that we were capable of more. And I wish that those laws and that experience weren't part of our state history as well, so I can relate to that. But it's something that made me want to fight for our state while fighting at our state at the same time. I know that there are a lot of issues coming at us right now with the election coming up, with the presidential election, but this has got to take priority and stay in the forefront of people's minds. I'm as much of a fan of Malcolm X as I am of Martin Luther King, if that gives you an idea. I think that there is a right to feel angry and a right to want to yell back, but the most effective conversations that I've seen to move past that in really highly charged things like this are the quiet ones, are the personal ones, are the ones that take it to a level of reality, of not issue, but of something that's personal.